Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel, Vibe Nation Tarot. It's your girl Asia, and this is going to be a general message for Taurus. We're going to see what Spirit wants you to know. This message may or may not resonate with every Taurus watching. Please use your discernment when watching tarot. If this message resonates, then it is part of your situation, but if it doesn't, then it's just not part of your story. But I hope you find clarity. I hope you find confirmation in this message. Thank you so much, Taurus, for your likes. Thank you for your subscription. Happy birthday, because it is your season when you are watching this. I'm recording during Taurus season. So let's see. Clear and concise messages for Taurus, benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guide. And what does Taurus need to know? We got the temple path. A strategy. You could be telling me you see 12:21 a lot on the clock. Somebody's perspective is changing. I got a man holding a coin. Somebody here could be 43. And I have the magician in the mirror. Somebody here could be 53. I also see Archangel Raphael here. And adjacent possibilities is here. You could be telling me you were born on the 24th. I also have the number 38. Okay, so Taurus. It looks as though your perspective is changing. There's some sort of a spiritual purpose that is being made aware to you. You have a purpose. You could be telling me that your perspective has changed about what you're currently investing in. But I have a strategy. So you could be making plans. You got goals that you're setting here. Somebody is journaling or somebody likes to write. Somebody here, you could be writing a book. I do have a man holding a coin. So somebody here is gifted. Somebody here has talents. Or this could be somebody you're connected to. And I also see the magician in the mirror. Somebody here, you could be telling me that you are transmuting your circumstances. Archangel Raphael is here when it comes to matters of the heart. So you could be telling me that you're transmuting energy as far as what it is that you want. Or something that makes you happy, something you love to do. Why is the temple path here for Taurus? Why is the temple path here? This is a change in perspective. This is a journey that you've been on or... Whoa. Okay, Taurus, I feel like for somebody here, you have been closed off in some way. Blocked in some way. And I say that because I see the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Even though you're not an air sign, although you can have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in your chart, you don't have to though. I just feel like there's something about you... Either you're being withdrawn or you're not using your logic in some way. The Two of Swords represents a blockage. And then I had the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say you're in denial. But it's almost like you're not fully taking advantage of your potential. What is this Two of Swords? The High Priestess. Yeah, it's like you're blocked from using your instincts or seeing something from your instinct view. Does that make sense? Your intuitional view. I don't know how to put that, Taurus. But I feel like you're closed off for some reason. Or this could be past energy here, Taurus. Because the High Priestess Pisces energy is she or he who knows. So this is about your ability to just know or trust that you know. Yeah, there could be issues with trust here. What's this Queen of Swords in the reverse? The Page of Wands in the reverse. It's like you could have a great idea, Taurus, but either you have a lack of inspiration about it. You put this on the shelf. You're not really excited or enthusiastic about it. And it's creating this energy of like never achieving something or never giving yourself the opportunity to see if this could be prosperous or abundant for you. It just feels like you're blocked. Why is strategy here? What's the strategy energy, Spirit? The Hierophant, your energy. Major Arcana for Taurus. There's a lesson here. What else? There's a spiritual lesson. Four of Pentacles. You know what I'm getting, Taurus? I feel like there's something that you're attached to. It could be tradition. You could be telling me that you're not excited or optimistic about pursuing something, an idea, because it's not part of like your heritage or your tradition or the tradition of your family. Does that make sense? Or this could represent how you're in some sort of a commitment or a contract here and you're not able to get out of it. It's not that simple. There's something about you holding back. But I feel like there's a Taurus here that's over that. It's something about you feeling like you're bored or you're discontent with this. What is this what is the Hierophant energy? What's the lesson? What is this contract? Patience, Temperance, Major Arcana for Sagittarius, and the Eight of Wands. Now, Taurus, you could be telling me something is happening in divine timing. Something is balancing out here that's kind of like giving you that push to move forward. I'm seeing like you being divinely led or inspired to move. So, Taurus, you could be telling me that there was some sort of procrastination or stagnant energy here. I see with the Temperance energy, this could also represent how you could be impatient. There could be a Taurus here, you're tired of waiting. You get frustrated with waiting. But I'm not getting that though. I get that there's something happening. Something could be shifting in your perspective that's kind of moving things forward here. But there's an essence of balance in the background. What's this Temperance energy? What? It could be balance between your head and your heart. Remember how I was saying it feels like you weren't listening mainly to your instincts? It's like you were closed off. Oh, sadness, heartbreak. This could be a factor. It feels like distraction. You've been busy going through something. This could be a distraction. There's betrayal here. You've been brokenhearted. Somebody here could have hurt you. So you may have needed this time to heal or to focus on whatever this is. But I feel like time has passed, or there's something about timing, and I see you now moving on or moving forward. I just get the impression that there's a Taurus here. You're tired of stagnancy. You're tired of waiting, or maybe even tired of crying. Maybe tired of feeling the sadness. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something about you not feeling like you're content with your circumstances, with your money. You could be telling me that you're ready to move. You could be moving and changing jobs. You could be picking up a hustle, a side hustle or business. Because I'm looking at this strategy as like you setting some sort of goals. For somebody here, you could be telling me that you was in a marriage or in a commitment. You've learned a lot since you've been in this relationship, because I do see the sadness. This relationship could have come to an end. It didn't result in a happy ending though, but there was a lot that you learned from this experience. And I feel like now there's something about it's time to move forward. So you're making plans. What's this man holding a coin? Because I see this man holding a coin and I see the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's sort of like the same energy. Not feeling like you're where you want to be. The Ace of Cups is right underneath that. There's a journey in love. This could be self-love. Why is the man holding the coin here for Taurus? I just saw Justice. Libra energy. You could be telling me that you're going through something in the court system. Something about, well, justice is panning out in your favor. Somebody here, you could be going through a divorce or a breakup. What else? Yeah, Knight of Wands. Whatever you went through in the past, Taurus, I feel like you really were distracted by sadness. But now, with the Knight of Wands, I see you being set free. I see you finding the liberty to move forward with whatever makes you happy, is what I'm getting. There's that man holding a coin. I just feel like, I mean, sometimes the King of Pentacles in the reverse could represent greed, materialism, but I'm not getting that. I just get that you really were not content, really not satisfied with your current circumstances or being in this sadness. And I just feel like there's a period of delays or feeling stuck in this that has come to an end, and there's a Taurus here that's moving forward because it really distracted you. What else? The Magician in the reverse. Gemini energy. Yeah, because I just feel like you weren't, how do I want to put this? Why do I want to say it wasn't in your control, or there is a need for you to take back control. There is a need for you to get back to like creating. Why is the Magician here in the reverse for Taurus? Yeah, things are shifting. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy. So Taurus, I don't know what's going on, hun, but I ain't mad at it. It could be happening because it's your season. It's time. But I just feel like something's shifting here. Justice is in your favor. You know, if you experienced a divorce or a breakup, I feel like, although it was sad and it was painful, I still feel like you're fine. Everything is okay. Everything is working out for you. And I feel like now you're really able to embrace your liberation or your freedom. And I feel like the only thing left to do is to take back control of manifesting. What do you want this next chapter to look like? What do you want to do moving forward? And I see this opportunity, this open portal, or a change in your destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune. All is not lost. I don't know why I want to say that. Yeah, the Magician in the mirror. So I just showed you the Magician here in the reverse, but with the Magician in the mirror here, I feel like there was a period of reflection. Or Taurus, you could be telling me that you're doing that now. You're reflecting over this last cycle, or whatever this was that was sad. And you could be telling me that now you're taking that sadness and you're transmuting it. You know, instead of being stuck in it any longer, I feel like now you are using it as a catalyst for change. What's this Magician in the mirror? It's time to get back to manifesting, to creating. The Three of Pentacles just came out, and I got the Star in the reverse. Aquarius energy. For somebody here, this has something to do with what you do for work, or you're working with other people, the Star. Why is the Star here in the reverse? Healing. There's a need for you to heal. I'm getting the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I'm getting the Ace of Swords. Why do I feel like this Queen of Wands is the person that you may have split up with, or you may have moved on from? Maybe you and this Queen of Wands needed some space, you know, and you needed some time to heal. Because I feel like now you guys are back on good terms, or you're able to at least be cordial or speak to each other. I see communication. Maybe now you're able to talk things over, even though it doesn't necessarily mean y'all are getting back together. But there's just this opportunity to be able to understand each other now that the smoke has settled. That makes sense? That's for somebody. That's not going to be every Taurus's situation. But then this could also represent how you've needed to be in this season of healing and letting some things go. Like I said, transmuting pain into power some way, somehow. Because I feel like with the Queen of Wands, this could represent your energy. You could have a fire sign in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You don't have to. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands energy, this is you bouncing back. This is you finding resiliency and regaining like this determination or this passion to get back out there or to communicate. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Taurus. And there's the King of Wands. So I got a King and Queen of Wands. What is going on with you and another person, Taurus? So the King of Wands in the reverse is somebody here who abuses their control or their power. Oh, goodness. Maybe it's time to set the record straight. Or this is just you understanding through the power of reflection. This is you now understanding what all went wrong, or understanding that you are now in a better place because you're not having to deal with somebody here who has this alpha dominant personality, who was stressing you the hell out, weighing heavily on you, oppressing you. I don't know why I get the impression that there's a Taurus here. You are getting over something with someone. And it's through the power of reflection and perspective that's allowing you to see things from a way of like, I'm better off, or I'm in a better situation. That's what I'm getting. And it's creating this atmosphere where there's a Taurus who can now move forward. Because I feel like something about this situation for a minute there was distracting, and it had you stuck. Stuck in sadness. Why is Archangel Raphael here? Again, Archangel Raphael deals with the heart chakra, matters of the heart. So you could be telling me that Archangel Raphael has been helping with the healing process. Compassion for yourself. I got 7 of Cups. 5 of Cups in the reverse. 3 of Wands in the reverse. With the 7 of Cups, I feel like there were misunderstandings. There was a lack of clarity. I also feel like for some time there, Taurus, you could have felt overwhelmed. Because there were a lot of things about this situation you cared about. I don't know why I feel like time was of the essence. Like time really helped you to change your focus. Because I see where you were focused on how this did not work out. How, I don't know if you felt like this was a failure. Maybe this was your fault. I don't know how this sadness hit you. But this sadness, it was a distraction. It definitely had your undivided attention in a major way. But something tells me that there's a Taurus here. You have changed your focus. And with the 3 of Wands in the reverse, you are no longer being held back. You are no longer limiting yourself, or you're no longer feeling hopeless about the future. What's adjacent possibilities? I'm seeing multiple doors of opportunity opening up for you. I feel like opportunities are always there for you, but it's just that during this time of healing and pain, you didn't see them. But now you are seeing them. Why is adjacent possibilities coming out for Taurus? Stuck. It feels self-limiting. I don't know, Taurus. Did you want to go back to your person? Did you want to try to work it out one last time or something? Or what? I just saw the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe you went through a period of feeling like, maybe we can work this out. Maybe we can. I don't know. I just get the impression that maybe you made a decision to walk away and then you was like, well... Or somebody else felt that way about you. But anyway, I see stuck. What else? Especially if you had a family with somebody, like you had children with someone. Yes, there was a Taurus here. You were stuck in the past. You was definitely stuck in past memories, nostalgia. That's what I'm saying. You spent a period of being distracted by this pain. This was hard. This was difficult for a Taurus. Because that's all you could think about. King of Cups in the reverse. You could be telling me that it just felt unstable emotionally. Like your emotions were just up and down, Taurus. But on the other hand, I feel like you didn't want to fight with this anymore. You didn't want to struggle either. So it's like, I don't know, you had to stay away, or you had to stand on business. What the heck this got to do with adjacent possibilities, Spirit? I don't know. Like, maybe you were trying to come up with reasons to go back or to keep trying. I don't know. What is this adjacent possibilities? I'm not laughing at you, Taurus. I'm laughing at myself because I'm like, what the hell this got to do with them possibilities? Betrayal. So Taurus, it says everything is fine. That's not true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There was a Taurus here. You really struggled back and forth with these thoughts of, I don't know, how do I put this? You knew that this was toxic, or this was not a good connection or a good situation to stay in. However, when you separated from it, the pain of it all made you maybe think about, well, I could probably tolerate some of it, or we could probably try to make this work. I don't know. I feel like there's a Taurus here. You kind of struggle with the back and forth. It was not easy just to fully, completely just be done. Because I see a Taurus here that was nostalgic. You missed your person. You missed them, but then at the same time, you didn't forget. You can't forget how somebody betrayed you and then acted like it was cool. Even if you acted like it was cool, it just wasn't cool. It wasn't. What else? King of Swords in the reverse. It just feels like, I don't know, you were dealing with somebody here that was mean. Because I got the Queen of Swords in the reverse too. You and this person, y'all just can't get along. Y'all not seeing eye to eye. There was a lot of fighting, arguing, or just some plain old disagreeing. Yeah, I'm even seeing the Five of Wands here in the reverse. It's like battling. I don't know if you were trying to like compete with each other. Those are toxic relationships. The relationships that are competitive in nature, they are so toxic. And I don't know if you spent time defending yourself all the time, or if you always wanted to be right. It just feels like you went through a period of getting to a point where you knew you were not going to go back, and that was okay. It took a minute for that to really settle in your spirit. What else for this adjacent possibilities? Yeah, thank you, Spirit. The World. Capricorn energy. So you could close this cycle out. The World represents a closure of a cycle. Something came full circle and it was done. You know, to go back to it would be a repeat of the same. But I feel like the World is symbolizing how this is over. This chapter of your life is complete. Yeah, Five of Pentacles and Four of Wands. I just feel like somebody here really made you feel unwanted or unappreciated. Something like that, Taurus. What were the issues between Taurus and their person? Because I'm picking up on the Taurus here. Either you went through a recent breakup or a divorce. And this was just painful. Gosh, it was so painful. It was distracting. It was like all you could think about or all you could focus on for a while. Maybe even, you know, to a certain extent, thinking that you were guilty or you made a mistake. You just really spent a lot of time reflecting. But I feel like the reflection was a processing period for you. You had to process what happened. You had to process your emotions and your feelings. What else? What was going on? Okay, a soul contract. It says the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you're not going to forget. But then at the same time, I feel like there's a Taurus here. You're not going to be stuck in it either. So I just saw hope. There's something about you regaining hope again. I got escape. I left when things got hard. That could be where the feelings of guilt is coming from for somebody. Self-love. And this came out in the reverse. So the truth is, during this period of reflecting and processing your emotions, maybe you discovered that it was necessary that you loved yourself, that you accepted yourself, that you forgave yourself. You heal. It was important that you heal. Let me get one more. I just feel like you really went through. I got missed opportunity. It says I didn't act when I should have. It's like, I don't know, you went through this period of really like asking yourself, is it me? Maybe I could have did this. Maybe we should have tried that. Like, yeah, look, mistakes. It says, I wish I could right my wrongs. Maybe both of y'all made mistakes in this relationship. Nobody was right in this relationship. And I mean, you did each other wrong in some ways, but I don't know. I just feel like you really went through a lot of back and forth with processing, reflecting, and figuring out, okay, what's life going to be like now? It's something like that, huh? What else for Taurus? It's like you guys are closing this cycle out, though, and you are moving forward, or you will be. I feel like there's balance being restored here. Clear and concise message for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know moving forward? Because I feel like you missed some aspects of this connection, but you never forgot about the other things, like the betrayal and the fact that somebody here, they acted like they didn't care. I get the impression that this relationship was highly competitive in nature. Like y'all just, one cheat, then the other one's like, I gotta cheat harder, or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, look, I got time to go. You could be telling me you're 45, or else keep repeating the cycle. The number 25 could be significant. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you struggle with really being comfortable with either being gone or trying again. Why is time to go here? It says endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. That's exactly what the world represents. The world, Capricorn energy, it represents a completion of a cycle. This circumstance between you and another person came full circle in lessons, in experience with each other. It came full circle. So that means that if you do continue, there will be a repeat. This would just be on repeat. It's like back in the day when we used to play records. You know, after you played the record, it would just repeat. Or maybe even with CDs, you can have the option to put a CD on repeat, so it would keep playing after, you know, it went through the whole song. It just would repeat. I hope this is making sense, Taurus. Because you are at the end of a journey and you have not yet begun the next. This is a moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to the new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in the present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like it took you a minute, which is perfectly okay. But I just feel like you were in a period of transition, processing. It feels like you were processing. Listen to the prosperity message. It says, this message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is a time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to more neutral concept of completion. You finished your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than anything you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another opens. Yeah, this is exactly what I was picking up here, Taurus. So here's the relationship message. It's over. Or at the very least, the form that this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So that's just confirmation to what I was picking up here, Taurus. I just feel like with the world here, time to go, and this cycle repeating, I just feel like the message is clear. So I don't know if you needed this confirmation at this time, Taurus, or what, but because I don't know where you're at in this cycle, if this even resonates, but what does Taurus need to know moving forward? I see an ascension and self-love. I actually want to use this deck first before I use that one. Let's see. Clear and concise message for Taurus. It's time to get back to creating. Somebody here has Virgo in their chart, or you were dealing with a Virgo. I see you tapping into your higher self and manifesting. Clear and concise message for Taurus. Magic. Cast a spell to remove any blockages that are keeping you stuck and create movement and flow back into your life. I promise you that's what this says. What else for Taurus? Blind spots. Have the courage to confront your blind spots and turn them into strengths so that you may step into your power. Yeah, this feels like that alchemy energy. Some of you have Leo in your chart, or you were dealing with a Leo. That feels like that magician in the mirror energy. What else? Taurus. Sly and subtle wanted to come out in the reverse. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Move in silence and don't reveal everything you know until you're ready. Maybe this is what you need to do. Keep your moves hidden for some of you. Especially if you're planning or setting new goals. Make sure you're keeping your moves to yourself. Hypnotized. Why am I hearing a song? I'm hearing Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I don't know why I'm hearing that. But anyway, it says something or someone will captivate you and absorb all your attention. Careful not to lose yourself. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like there was a Taurus here. You could have been lost in love. This is what would make it even harder for you to fully walk away. But you're doing it. I got higher self again. It wanted to show itself. So what is this? It says you are in alignment with your higher self, honing in your beauty and owning your uniqueness. So yeah, it's like you're through this processing and through this transmutation of energy. I feel like you are learning how to accept yourself and how to embrace your uniqueness, because this is like a new life for you, especially if you was married to somebody for a long time or you was with somebody for a long time, y'all got kids together. To walk away from that is huge. It's transformative. It's like, it's a lot, Taurus. Let's see, what else? You're used to this situation. You're used to this person. Good, bad, or indifferent. It was a routine for you. So, and try not to beat yourself up with guilt. Because I don't know why I feel like there's a Taurus here. You're looking at all the mistakes you made. All the mistakes your person made, but also all the mistakes you made. It was all lessons. It was all necessary lessons for growth. This is why you're able to tap into your higher self. Because of your wisdom. Clear, concise message. I just feel like you've been on a journey. You've been on a journey, and this journey has come to an end. And it's devastating. It's overwhelming. Clear and concise message. What does Taurus need to know? But you're not, how do I put this? You're not wrong for having the experiences that you had. I don't know. I just don't want you to beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. So I get the firefly energy. Somebody here could be 44. It says wonder. Let's see what that is. I'm hearing Missy Elliott. She had a song with, was it J. Cole? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Ay, 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 but you're perfect for me. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but, oh, Taurus. I just feel like you guys have really been going through. Anyway, with this firefly energy, it says fireflies sprinkle wonder and magic into even the most mundane moments, like taking out the trash or coming home late from work. Just one flickering glimpse of that fairy light can make you feel like a child again. Allow your imagination to take you away as you explore creative projects and new ways of approaching routine chores. Some believe creativity is only reserved for certain people, but everyone has the ability to access that power. Attend a paint and sip, experiment with cooking, or create something for your own enjoyment. Get inspired any way you can. This card is a nudge to pay attention. The universe may be transmitting new ideas or flashes of inspiration your way. Write down anything that comes to mind. Don't be surprised if your creative endeavors are becoming noticed. Let this be motivation for you to continue to create magic in the ways that make you happy. I said that. I said something about you now being free to create and do something that makes you happy. I saw that with the Knight of Wands energy. Anyway, I just feel like this is a period of creativeness for you. And this is your opportunity to express yourself in your own unique way. And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. And I keep getting this word magic. I just saw 3939 on my timer. There's something very unique about you. I feel like you a magician. I feel like there's a Taurus out here. You a master manifester, or you easily transmute energy. The additional meanings, it says express yourself via creative artistic activities. See things through the eyes of a child. Find wonder in the small things and attention for your creative gifts. There it is. And at the bottom of the deck, I got flamingo, and it says fun. So it's time for you to have fun. I don't know if, Taurus, you've been being too serious here lately. It's time for you to have fun. Fun coming through this creativeness of yours. Your creative ability to self-express. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here, Taurus. I hope this message brought you clarity and confirmation to whatever this is that you've been going through, if this message resonates, because this is not every Taurus's message. But I want to take the time to thank you for your subscription. Please like the video if this message did resonate. Comment below. Let me know how this message was helpful for you. And I'm sending you a lot of love out there, Taurus. You take care. Peace.